Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Aaron Strayer Show. This is episode number 48. And I've just got to ask you, have you ever felt like you don't know enough? Who's going to listen to you? I'm too old. I don't think I can. I don't know about you guys, but I know that I've said these words multiple times in the course of my career, this one or the one prior. And today we're going to be talking with the amazing Eva Medilek about starting over. Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm doing great, Erin. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm lovely. I'm super glad that you're here with us today. If you guys are jumping on live with us, this is the Aaron Strayer Show. This is where we talk to amazing women who are doing things a little bit different. We leverage and uplift them and get their word out to other people. We talk about hot topics and pain points that don't get shoved under the rug. We bring them right up front and we talk about them. If you guys are here, say hi to us. Let us know that you're here. And Eva, you're doing things over.
I am. And it's been quite the journey. And, just to kind of preface it, I am in midlife, well into it now. And I got the opportunity to start over unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly, yeah, kind of unexpectedly. So,
Yes.
Can I share what happened?
Absolutely.
When we talked before and why I was super excited to have you on the show, one thing that keyed me in was you were planning your 50th birthday party.
Yes. I was so excited. I was planning this trip to Mexico for me and my husband. And just before, in the midst of all that, my boss called me into her office. I'm a dental hygienist, by the way, and have been for over 30 years. So all of this happened about 7 years ago. She called me into her office and said she was cutting my days in half and cutting also my daily rate salary. And
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. And I'm like, where the week before she had said, you have job security. Everything's great. You're good. And then she changed her mind, and I won't go into the reasons for that.
Right,
but,
right.
It had nothing to do with me. And it was kind of a punch in the gut.
Yeah, that's a massive sucker punch, isn't it?
Yeah. And it got me so kerfuffled that I ended up booking my flight on a different week that I booked the resort for my 50th birthday. I mean, I was so discombobulated because this had never happened to me before.
Right.
And I thought I had a recession-proof job. And so, it was an opportunity to actually take a look at where I wanted this next phase of my life to go. And and it was just humiliating going on interviews at the age of 50.
Right.
And, it was
first of all, let's just everybody, I know that the people that are on with us, let's give this lady some props. There's no way she looks like she's 50 years old. Amen. Can I get some hearts on that? Thanks for
Erin,
people that are watching.
I was 57 years ago.
Right.
What? I know.
Right? So that's pretty amazing all in its own. Hey guys, thanks for jumping on with us. As if I was interviewing you, I would never guess that you were that age, one, ever. But
thank you for that.
Two, when you're in that space, in that, oh my gosh, I know how old I am. To be in interviews and to go forward, and how do you, what was the process what did that look like when you were talking? Because I know what goes on up here for me. Right? That negative self-talk, oh my gosh, you can't, you wouldn't, you're too old, you're not
I'm too
enough.
old.
You better go back to school. How do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, they were basically, I had to dumb myself down because the thought process going through my head, well, first of all, they're going to hear I have over 30 years experience and they're going to be expecting grandma to walk in.
Right.
And, or they're going to be expecting to pay some exorbitant salary and they want to, dentists are notoriously cheap, apologies to any dentists watching, but it is what it is. I've been in this business a long time, since I was 16. And, they're thinking we're going to have to pay her a lot because she's really experienced and all this. So I ended up just saying I had over 20 years of experience, not putting a number on it.
Yeah.
Trying to get a foot in the door. But it wasn't a space that I was happy being in. And I got nauseous thinking that I would have to, literally work until I was in my 70s before I could live the life that I wanted to live. So I started looking at other opportunities to create the midlife of my dreams.
So what'd that look like? I mean, what did that process look like? So let's back up a little bit. You and your husband also are real estate investors, and you do that kind of thing, but that doesn't really light you up, does it?
Well, I wasn't doing that then. And so that's what I went into. And yes, it still does light me up, but as a way to build wealth.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that I don't have to rely on a job. It was a passive income stream. So I had read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And some of other Robert Kiyosaki books and books about real estate investing. And I saw an opportunity where I could have control over the direction that my life went in, have control over what kind of money came into me. And we really plunged head into educating ourselves about real estate investing.
Yeah.
And, within 6 months of starting our education, we were able to complete our first deal. And, it was exciting. We were flipping houses. We were also buying and holding rentals and doing just a lot of things in the real estate world, which I absolutely love doing and still do. But still, it gives back in a way, but not as fully as I would like to have an effect on midlife women. And during that process, I actually had the opportunity to mentor students who were investing in real estate and really, share my story, because there was a story to that as well. And just some of the blocks that I came up against, my own confidence blocks, other people telling me why are you doing this? It's a lot of work. You always have somebody in the back of your head telling you why things can't work instead of supporting you and how they could work.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of that to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's ongoing though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And here's where the mental strength comes in. And I had been really fortunate to have some mentors in my life to really kind of talk me down from the ledge when I did feel like giving up. Because face it, guys, when you're trying something new, you will feel like giving up. It will feel like it's too hard.
Amen, ladies.
But you have to, know what you're made of, know what greatness lies within you. And, my philosophy has always been prove them wrong by showing them your success. And just get it done. So I was able to do that, and I also give back in the way of mentoring to students as well. But what I found, Erin, and this is interesting, the common piece that actually held people back from being successful in their businesses, especially midlife women that I got to mentor and coach, was the mindset shift, the belief in themselves, to create that shift, to know that they can do it, seeking approval from other people before they can move forward in what they wanted to do. And believe me, I had some resistance within my own home, but I had to resolve within myself that I was going to make this happen with or without that support, knowing that support would come eventually once I got to prove how serious I was and how willing I was to do whatever it took to be successful.
And that's a super hard mind shift to make. Not caring what other people say, what other people think, the naysayers, right?
Yeah, the background noise.
That chatter, those, that mind chatter, that monkey brain, whether it's your own or somebody else in your ear. So how did you navigate that, yourself?
Well, I read a lot of books. I mean, I know I was admiring all the books on your bookshelf behind you, but I had a book for every feeling of doubt that I had. if I was feeling a certain type of way, this was a book I'd pick up and really kind of self-help myself. I did have some positive people in my life that I was able to tap into. One of my real estate mentors, when I was getting down, I'm like, this is too hard. I can't do this. I don't have support. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. So it's always important to have coaches and mentors in your life, is the point I'm trying to get across, because sometimes it's really hard to pick yourself up with even with all the books, but to just know that somebody has been there, has done that, and knows the right thing to say to get you to believe in yourself again, to get you to keep going and not give up is really important. So coaches huge. And mentors are huge.
Yeah, I know. Ellen said, "Yep, support will come when I prove I'm serious." Yeah. I agree with that 100%, Ellen. I think we have to ourselves, and you can debate this with me, Eva. When we decide at a cellular level, I don't care, I'm doing this.
Yeah. Commitment.
That commitment and that getting serious, that like no joke. I'm not wavering. I'm going for this. This is what I want. This is why I want it. Mm-hmm. And it's hard, right?
Yeah. And that's why it's important to throw some money at that problem too. Whether it's investing in yourself is crucial. And, to get over the scarcity, to know that you're worth this investment, and you investing in yourself could bring about the life that you want, the success that you want, whether it's in a coach, a mentor, a course, whatever it is you want to do in life, to try to get, and I found that this was the key thing for me. It may not be for everybody, but it seems to be general. Unless you're willing to put your money where your mouth is, you will not stay fully committed in the process. I had a lot to lose. When I committed to being a real estate investor, I had to max out 6 credit cards for that education. Right after I lost my job and half my salary. So I was committed out of my mind into creating a life and an income that wasn't dependent on being an employee. Yeah. And so once you are all in and make that commitment, it's very hard to shake you from that rock. It's got to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got to hurt. Yeah.
I know Ellen's like, yep, once you're all in, you're all in.
It was all in. It was sink or swim.
And I agree 100% with you on investing in yourself. And I'm a huge I'm a forever student. And I truly feel that I am a better coach, mentor, teacher, strategist, guru, whatever you want to call me, because I continue to educate myself, and I continue to be mentored, and I continue
I'm going to call you a badass. Badass and dynamic, yes. And yes, it's ongoing. You're not like educated, transformed, and that's it. It is constant, one
and done kind of thing, right?
No. Every year I'm doing something, and sometimes I get the family eye roll, like another thing you're doing. Something else. But no, it keeps me on top of things. It keeps me fresh. It keeps me honest and real. And it keeps me having the opportunity to give back and share in my growth. And growth happens outside of your comfort zone. And sometimes it's uncomfortable to hand over that credit card or travel to where you need to be with like-minded individuals, or to hire that coach or mentor. Like, this is going to hurt. But think about the tremendous growth that you're going to get and the enhancement in your life, and that you're worth it, ladies. You are so worth it. When you put yourself first and stop putting yourself last and make that investment in yourself, you are worth it. And so it sometimes comes down to a worthiness issue.
Mm-hmm. Shara, you're on with us. She's like, wow, did I need to hear this today with an exclamation mark? Girl, we're glad we're here for you. But it's so true. And it's super difficult to navigate. I want to loop back to that. It's too late. I'm too old. I don't know enough. That mind shift that gets to happen. It doesn't have to happen, right? You choose to shift.
Yes, it is a choice. You're absolutely right.
And because you choose, you get to instead of you have to.
Have to. And you look at things in a different place. Look how fortunate I am to still be alive, to have this opportunity to create the rest of my life today. And that's why I get so passionate and fired up about supporting midlife women, because, you know, you and I talked about this before. This is not your mama's midlife. We're not ready to sit in the rocker and start knitting, although that is on my bucket list to learn how to knit.
Mine too. I've gave up lots of times learning how to do that, but
I tried once when I was like pregnant with one of my kids, and they're close to 30 or in their 30s, but you're supposed to, yeah. I still didn't finish a baby blanket, honey. Maybe, sorry. But anyway, you get to have this privilege of creating a midlife that is on fire. And I am enjoying every second of this. The growth has been amazing to me because I get to be alive and see who I can become. And with the maturity that happens in midlife, you get to really savor and enjoy your growth. You get to create things that you didn't have a chance when the kids were little.
Yeah.
You know, when you were just, you know, buying a house or setting up your life or working in the new job, when you were all in that mode. But now I get to have this amazing life. I get to work from anywhere in the world, not only as a real estate investor, but also as a lifestyle coach or a life coach, and to be able to support women and just like, what is it that you want? You deserve it. You get to have it. And how do we get you there? What shifts do you have to make? Stop worrying about what other people think. Know how much you love you and what you deserve, because your time to shine is now.
See why I love this lady? She makes my face hurt when I like have the perma grin going, and I absolutely adore you, Eva. I know you have some really big things going on right now, and if our people, we're going to really respect time, and I'm loving the people that are on. But if people want to reach out to you, let's talk about what you got going on. I know you got a really big summit going on right now. I got a
video series that I am launching on February 12th. It is entitled, next week. Yeah, it's launching soon. I'm so excited. It's my baby. And it is entitled Midlife on Fire, How to Create Powerful Shifts in Your Thoughts and Actions to Ignite a Life of Wow. And I'm going to be interviewing over 21 experts, such as yourself, Erin. So excited.
To be on there. Super fun.
Yeah, and these experts are all sharing their insights and expertise on how to create a midlife that is on fire and have it be the best time of your life, so to speak. And so my vision for this series is to create a midlife pie, and each expert is going to have a unique slice of this pie to share with us. And we've got such a wide variety. I want to keep some of it a secret, but you know what? Even if you're in your 40s and you still want that family and you haven't been able to have a baby, I've got experts on that. I've got humorists. I've got
you got a great
Airbnb.
Lineup.
It's just a great lineup. So, and I've got the amazing Erin. So thank you.
So when we're done, if you want to drop the link to where people can sign up for that, is that a free?
Yeah, it's totally free. It's totally a gift from my heart.
Know that. That's beautiful.
Totally a gift. So just sign up. The link is easy, midlifeonfire.com, but I will put it in the chat box, or if you want to do that, Erin, it's just midlifeonfire.com. And it is free, and it'll be a video per day. So we're not going to stress you out. And just whatever you need to get that spark in your life, that gets delivered in email, and it'll just, whatever you need that day to spark your life, you should be able to find it in this video series.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful. I have one parting question that I always love asking my guests.
Yes.
Hey, Robin Jennifer, who has been a guest on here too, she's like, I love that title so much, with a big fire flame. She loves it. So Eva, here we are, midlife. Rocking your midlife. and having it all going on. If you were to go back and tell your younger self, we've kind of already visited this a little bit, but if you were to go back and tell young Eva something inspirational about life, what would you tell her?
I would tell young Eva, pretty much don't worry what other people think. Don't worry about being a perfectionist. Just taking action and getting things done and enjoying life. Schedule in the fun.
Schedule in the
fun. I mean, look at this woman's laugh. Is that not contagious? I mean, I just want to laugh with you. It's like, I may not even get what's funny, but it's just like, it's such a contagious laugh. I love it. I love it. Sometimes
oh my
God. People, yeah. So I would say laugh more, enjoy the fun, and, don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Don't sweat it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm telling you what, if you can put Eva in your circle of influence, I suggest you highly do it. She's on my show for a reason, and not because I'm in her summit. It's because I believe in what she's doing, and because I believe that she's touching and changing and shifting lives left and right. And there's value there, and there's wisdom there, and there is authenticity there, and there is massive amounts of integrity in this lady right here, and I adore every part of her. I love what she's doing and what she stands for, and that's what the Erin Strayer Show is all about. People is bringing on people like Miss Eva here too, that's doing things in a bigger, better way, coming at it from another angle, covering some hot points and some pain points and getting it delivered, and I love that. So thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for those who watch. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys, and if you're watching this replay, if this has been worthy of your time and of value, make sure you share this out. Give us some comments in the feed. We'll make sure we loop back around here and say hi and thank you to you, and we're super glad that you joined us today. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Hang tight for just a second, Eva.